In this video, I'm going to show you how to place your front door latch assembly on this Toyota Camry. The process for the driver's side and the passenger side is exactly the same. It's located inside the door, so let's get the door panel off. Starting at the top here, you have what's called the sail panel. It's just a plastic piece that covers the corner. You're going to have to pop it off just by prying it. Next, in the door handle area, there's going to be a little plastic cap. Take a pick or a little screwdriver and just pop this cap off. Just like this. That will expose a Phillips head screw. Remove this. Next, let's remove the window switch with a plastic trim tool so you don't scratch up anything here. As you can see, it can slip off. Just pry it up and pry it up in the back as well. Once you lift it, you can press on the locking tab of these connectors and just unplug them. There we go. Next, we have to pry the armrest up. Just grab it from the front here and then follow it along, remove it. Here you'll see two Phillips head screws. They're the main anchor screws of the door. Remove them both. All we have left is plastic push clips that hold this door on, or the door panel I should say. So I'm going to pry from the bottom first, usually that's easiest, and then work my way around. It can be a little difficult, especially if this is the first time that this door panel is being removed because they are pretty stiff. So I recommend a plastic trim tool that you can stick in there and pry away with. Once you pop it free, there we go. Pry it out. Now lift it up and over, but don't go too far because there are still things attached on the back side. On the back side at the top, you have your door handle cables. Pop them out like that, and then they should come up and out of their attachment points. Same with this one. There we go. Remember that the white one goes on the top for the lock, and the green one on the bottom for the handle. If your vehicle is equipped with it, you will have a courtesy light at the bottom of the door. We have to unplug this by pressing on the connector and removing the connector. Now you can remove your door panel. This is your connector for the door latch assembly or door lock actuator assembly. Remove that, and then we have to peel off this vapor barrier. Be careful with the butyl tape, it is very sticky. Don't get it on your clothing or your hair. It will be pretty much impossible to get off. Don't peel it off all the way, just like this, enough for us to get access through these two openings so we can, well, get access to the door latch. I'm going to pull these cables out of here, set them aside. On the outside of the door, you have 3 T30 Torx bolts. Remove them. These hold the door latch onto the door. Now we should be able to stick our hand in here and shimmy this around until it comes out. You have to go down and out. And maybe you just twist a little bit at the same time as well. There it is. We do have to reuse these cables though, so let's pop them out just like this. Remember where they go. In order to not mistake where they go, I'm going to grab the new door latch assembly and put the cable that I just removed into this slot over here, which is where it goes. Just like so, and snap it in. And now on this one, take a pocket screwdriver and just pry this little door open. Just like that. Take this cable out. This one has to unhook and put it in the new one. Just like that. Okay, lock it in and close this door. As you put this new door latch in, there is an area right here underneath the latch part itself. It has a white insert, and it looks like this because there's a rod in there that is coming from the outer door handle, and it goes in here and operates this lever, which operates or disengages the latch when you go to open the door. It will be difficult for me to show you that, but just keep this in mind that as you slide this door latch assembly in there, you have to make sure that that rod goes in here. Now, it should pretty much fall into place as you push this up. All right, so I got it to lock in. I'm going to try to show you this in a second For now, let's put in the 3 mounting bolts so that I can let go of the door latch and have it not fall off. Okay, tighten it up. All right, so I have a mirror here, and this is what this looks like from the back side. That's the rod that had to go in that little white insert. So if you don't get that in, you actually will not be able to open the door from the outside. You want to make sure that falls into place and locks in. Also, I recommend testing it before you close up the door. Now get these 2 cables through the vapor barrier and this wire through that opening. Stick the vapor barrier back on. If your butyl tape doesn't stick anymore, you could just use some other type of tape that you might have, or get more butyl tape. But you want to make sure this is sealed up because it prevents moisture from getting into the vehicle. Plug in the door latch assembly. Make sure it clicks. Mine clicked. You just couldn't hear it. It was a very silent click, but you want to make sure that it's locked in. Get your courtesy light plugged back in. And then let's get the 2 cables for the door reattached. This white one was at the top for the lock, and the green one at the bottom for the handle. Make sure these wires go through. Now you want to hook it over the lip of the door here at the top so that the window seal is pressed up against the window. It's going to be a little bit challenging. It's a very tight fit, but you want to make sure it's seated properly. To kind of push it pretty hard inward and then down at the same time. With all the push clips lined up and the door panel attached at the top, let's tap it in. That'll lock in all the push clips that surround it. Put back the 2 main anchor screws for the door. Make them snug, but they are threading into plastic, so you want to be careful not to over tighten them. Get the armrest back in. Line it up, and tap it to lock it in place. Get the switch panel back on, plug in the 2 connectors and make sure they click. And snap this back into place. Screw into the door handle and the cap that covers it. Last piece will be this panel right here. Line it up. It's got some white push clips on the back that need to snap in. Once that's snapped in, you're good to go.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.